We know that we cannot live in a nation where fear is the order of the day. Every time we get outspoken, it's either abduction, it's either the Subaru Boys comes for you, or else it's either you are assassinated or killed. But this is not the kind of a nation that we call home. We desire to have a nation where our voices will be heard, where our voices will participate in making national policies and national laws that will bring order and bring development to our nation. And I want to say this, what happened on Wednesday, it is impunity as you call it, it is anarchy as you want to label it. But we want to remind you that all this you were the one who started. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. You introduced the formula, but now the funny thing is, the young people of this nation are so determined, and every time you show them that you want violence, yet we are bringing a very peaceful revolution, then you are making a violent revolution to become inevitable. And good people, I want to say, Mr. President yesterday asked that if we want to build or destroy our nation, and I want to say, if there is any person who is in a better position to answer that question, because this is the same question lurking in the deep bottom of our hearts. Are we building the nation? Are we destroying the nation? This question, we reverse it back to the sender. Do you want to build Kenya or do you want to destroy Kenya? And I want to say this with a lot of audacity and boldness. You see, when dictatorship has become a fact, then revolution will become a right. And you must learn how to respect the right of young people, because respecting our rights is what it means by peace. As the young people of Kenya, we have said we are not buying fear. And we want to say, at least, I want to congratulate my fellow young people all over the nation, because you showed up. And in the spirit of solidarity and oneness, we showed them that together and united, we are standing and we are strong. And I want to keep encouraging our people. There is hope at the end of the tunnel. And I want to tell you, there is no greater light than the light of unity. It is the only thing that will illuminate the corners of this Kenya and bring us a better nation that we desire to have. A nation that one time the same president who comes to respond to us with violence, he told us that at some point when he was a chicken seller, he had a dream of one day leading this nation. And yet he was given a good, tranquil environment to dream and to become. Yet, as the young people, do you want to tell us that it's the end of dreaming? It is the end of becoming. We cannot agree as young people. Are we be comrades? We want to say, this is our time. This is our time as the young people. And not just online, but on the front line. We want to be more organized. And this moment, we have to turn it into a movement that will bring flourishment to our nation. And of course, with me here, I'm not alone. I am with my head of communication. Welcome, sir. Welcome, sir. What do you have to say about it?
Professor George Saitoti once said, there comes a time in a nation where the nation is bigger than an individual. And that time has come. There is a need for the government to wake up. The need for the government to understand that these youth that they keep on calling children are not children. They are citizens of this country. And they are hopeless. At the end of the day, in the villages, they have gone to school, they have gone to universities, they have gotten their degrees, but unfortunately, they are hawking on the streets. These people are hopeless. They cannot put food on their table. And there is nothing that you can ever tell a hungry man. And a hungry man, as we are ever told, is an angry man. And when they are angry, when they come to the streets, and when they demand for their nation, for accountability, we can hear that 900 million Kenya shillings is being put aside to renovate State House. Well, at the same time, the educational sector is in crisis. We cannot be able to fund our hospitals. There is no medicine in our hospitals. So we ask the fundamental questions. The government, where are your priorities? And as the youth of this nation, there is nothing that we are demanding such as accountability. We want accountability. And to Kipchumba Murkomen, the so-called lawyer, we are going now to address you directly as youth. At the end of the day, you have called for the killing of the youth when they approach police station despite having grievances. We have grievances not with the police officers. We have grievances with a system that does not reward merit. A system that rewards who you know in the government rather than what you know. That is a system that we want to dismantle. That is why we are getting out in the streets. We are not getting out in the streets because of anything else. It is because this society that has been created has failed us. And at this point, we are not begging anymore. And as you have seen in the streets, we are no longer begging. And all we are saying is that we need our seat on the table. And on the table, we are not going to come and negotiate. The time of negotiation is over. Right now, if we want an overhaul of the entire system. Thank you very much.
All right, we'll finish by saying this. I know there is a lot of agony and rage from the young people. And all of us, we know and we heard the very reckless response by the Cabinet Secretary for Interior. And this is what we have to tell the President. We know last year when we did, and the protest was very successful for 2024, you brought us the broad-based government. And you said that this will address the real issues that we advocated. The issues of accountability, the issues of end of corruption, the issues of end of tribalism, the issues of transparency. But 1 year down the line, just imagine our voices have amounted into futility. Yet, we had the minister respond viciously and recklessly saying that if any person comes near a police station to be shot down. What do you want to tell Kenya? Have you reached to a point of becoming that inhuman? Are you drunk of power, good people? Until when did we reach here as a nation that we are becoming inhuman? That you want now to tell us that in our own nation we operate with impunity. And young people, I want to tell you all around the corners of this nation, let us not buy into fear. Young people of this nation, there is no ever single dream that has ever been achieved. Any great achievement has never come without a youthful dream. And that means we are the people to bring the changes that we want, despite whether they like it or they don't. It comes a time when as a nation, we must call for soberness and humility. We listen to each other, failure to which all of us might be termed as when burning their nation, the leaders and the people. Good people, a leader must know the way, show the way, and go the way. But in Kenya right now, it is the opposite. It is the citizens who knows the way, who are going the way, and who are showing these leaders the way. But I want to tell you, this time Kenyan people are more determined than never before. In as much as you will try to sell fear to us and to intimidate us, we are unstoppable on this. You cannot stop the revolution. You will kill the revolutionaries. But them that will remain in the spirit of oneness will fight. And even the blood of them that you have killed, as it is crying from the soil, we will respond by fighting zealously. And look at this. If from now, going forward, before Saba we don't hear the nation and the president and the state addressing this very reckless statement that we heard from the cabinet secretary, nobody will stop this from going on. Let's now hear from our organizing secretary.
Thank you to the members of Pocket State. I want to address one quack lawyer by the name Murkomen, a person who has never appeared beyond the bar and won any case. A person who was once given, was once a minister of sports, he failed. Minister of transport, he failed. Now a minister of CS, and is failing terribly. The inflammatory statements that Murkomen made on Thursday has awakened the youths of this country. I want to tell the current KK government that the only thing that the youths of this nation have understood that this government listen only to protest. and we're going to protest from today until that one man, William Samoei Ruto, stepped down from that state house. We're not going to give this government any chance for negotiation, because as a country we are tired. Imagine a country where a state organizes and bans its own local, a country where the states bans its own police station, a country where when the youths come out to protest, they organize the barbaric youths in form of goons to beat us, steal from us. As a nation, we are tired, and we are saying and we are telling one William Samoei Ruto that the time for negotiation with the young youth is over. The only dialogue and the only negotiation we are going to do is to negotiate with youths to synergize our energy to do more protests, to negotiate with the business communities to give us funds to do more protests, to negotiate with churches to pray for us, so that those who are planning to shoot us and kill us, because this is the government that is it's always ready to rule the graves and be the leaders of graves, that we are going to stop. We are not going to stop, but to protest from today until William Ruto comes out of that state house. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And finally, as we end up, we'll say like this. Mr. President yesterday asked us that we are saying Ruto must go, and we repeat it. It is true. If you're not able to give and to let us build together the life and the future we want, then that is the formula. And you asked how. It is very simple. We may not wait for 2027 because the revolution will be real. However, you asked when and where are you going? We want to tell you, you are going home, and time will be defined by the response before Saba Saba. And as we end up to tell church, be strong and unite with Kenyans. Be where Kenya is. Don't be intimidated when Murkomen stands to, rebuke you. You are for the people. Kenya is our nation, and all of us, it is up to us to build a united nation together as one people. Thank you very much. And I want to finish by saying this. Young people of the Republic of Kenya, we are the ones.
This is our time.
We are the ones.
This is our time.
Not just online.
On the front line.
Not just online.
On the front line.
Thank you very much, and God bless Kenya. Thank you.